Welcome to the Ricky Matthews Show from the Citizens Bank Studio, which today is officially at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum and Convention Center with the Mississippi Municipal League. We're actually doing a live remote today. You know, the Mississippi Municipal League, that's definitely a mouthful, MML, is a great organization. It's a powerful organization where you have city leaders, elected officials coming together from all over the state of Mississippi. They get educational opportunities, networking opportunities. They do a lot of lobbying. It's a very, very important and strong organization. And you can tell how strong they are by when you pull up into the parking lot. The parking lot is literally full of cars. So we've got a great show today. We're going to be checking in with some mayors and just seeing how the meeting is going so far. But I think a good place to start is exactly where we started last year when we were here with Matt McDonald, who is the executive director of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Matt, how you doing, my friend?
Man, we are just wrapping up another busy month. I mean, June has traditionally always been busy for us, but for whatever reason this year, it may top the charts as the busiest June that we've ever had.
Man, you had Tim McGraw. I mean, that was in fact, I noticed a post you did about it, the use of technology and 3D video and all of that.
It was incredible. And sadly, because of how large the show was, we actually couldn't hang all of the video production that they are carrying when they're playing in major markets and bigger buildings. But what we were able to hang from a weight load limit was probably the most sophisticated video that I have ever seen in all of my 38-plus years being here.
And listen, if you look at social media, the feedback from the public about the concert in general was really good, wasn't it?
It really was. And you know what? The major shows like that make this job a lot of fun for me. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, and we make a decent amount of money, and it keeps Biloxi and the Mississippi Gulf Coast relevant in the entertainment industry, and that's so important. I mean, the casinos have helped for years, and the resurgence that we've experienced after COVID has really taken it to another level.
It is awesome to see. Speaking of MML, this Mississippi Municipal League that we're at today, the annual meeting, looking at all the cars in the parking lot, you can tell this one. You just had the Board of Supervisors meeting here.
The Mississippi Association of Supervisors met with us earlier in the month, a couple of weeks ago, and they had over 2,000 people register. So I'm thinking, and I'll know tomorrow, by the end of the day tomorrow, but I'm thinking that we're looking at probably 2,500 plus. It could be even higher than that. But, the conferences have come back. People are wanting to get back out and travel. And those are all things we knew would happen after COVID. We just didn't know how long it was going to take.
Well, you're a former alderman, so you understand the importance of an organization like this. But if you're new to an elected office, what a great way to come and meet other people who are doing the same thing you're doing, learn from them, participate in the educational opportunities, get to understand how the legislature works, be able to see statewide leaders. I mean, this is a great opportunity.
No question that you're going to rub elbows with a lot of decision makers and deal makers. And not only that, but the education a newly elected official can get at a conference like this. I mean, you can learn about purchasing, you can learn about bid laws, you can learn about the legal aspects that you have to adhere to by being an elected official. And sometimes elected officials get in trouble because they don't pay attention to those things. And it's here if you want to learn it. But another aspect of this show that I find very, very important is the trade show. And this year they have taken every square foot of our exhibition hall, and this is the largest trade show that this organization has ever staged here.
Wow, that's incredible.
The largest.
I mean, think about the various businesses that do business with cities and municipalities. It covers the spectrum, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. I mean, from equipment to insurance to risk to legal to mitigation, you name it. These services are on display here. And as a mayor or as a councilman or as a purchasing agent or as a city attorney, when you walk through that trade show floor, there's something there for every single department head, every single alderman or councilman, every mayor. There's something there that your city needs that you can at least learn about. You may not do business with that particular company, but you can learn about it to where you can make intelligent decisions.
It is good. It is good to see. Hey, coming back to the Coliseum, it's been busy. It's been hot summer months. I can't help but think about hurricane season. And
don't wish anything bad on us, man.
I'm not. But you have to think about it. You have emergency plans in place, and
we do. And the good thing for us is that, while we're not a shelter, and we never will be because of our proximity to the water line or the water's edge, but we have to prepare just like shelters do in terms of making sure we have everything buttoned up, that we have all of our resources so we can get back up and help the community get back up when we have a problem. We have an agreement with Mississippi Power for staging. The county knows that whatever resources we have that are available, that they have access to that. We're here to help the community, and we always have been, and we always will be.
I saw Fofo earlier. It looks like the continuation of Pops Ferry is going to come through pretty soon.
Well, I know that they were going out to bid, and I believe they've received some bids. I have not heard, what the tabulations of those bids were, or if they're comfortable with the numbers. But we're ready for it. We've got our contingency plans on how we're going to work around their construction to where it doesn't delay or interrupt any of our business. And we're going to also be working with their contractors to help them with lay down areas where we can so it works, and it works as quickly as the mayor wants it to.
Good. So how's business? Tell me about what's coming.
Well, business so far has been really brisk in 2024. As I told you off air earlier, I'm starting to see a little slowdown from the touring side, and that concerns me. I don't know if it's the economy catching up to where discretionary money has gotten so much tighter with groceries costing so much more and fuel costing so much more, and interest rates are still high. So I don't know if those things are starting to catch us. But I'm starting to see a little slowdown in the volume of shows and the magnitude of the shows, particularly in smaller markets. So hopefully this is only going to be a brief blip in the screen, but we still have shows all the way throughout the end of 2024, and we are now booking into 2025. And you know what? Life goes on, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing, and people know about us, and they know the success that we've had, and they know that they can come in here, and our market will support shows.
I always like to remind people, you don't go to a tax bucket and pull money from taxes to meet your bottom line requirement. You have to run it like an entrepreneurial effort.
And there's no question about that. There's no backstop for us. If we don't earn it, we can't spend it. And we've been fortunate. We've been able to get some Restore Act grants. They just take so much time, and the due diligence and the dotting the I's and crossing all the T's slow the process down tremendously. But we're going to replace all of our exterior lighting with upgraded LED lighting, energy-efficient lighting. We're in the process of getting all new threat detection equipment. So when you come into the doors of the convention center or the arena, that, we're not worried about your car keys or your cell phone, or if you have jewelry in your navel. We're worried about guns, knives, and bombs. And that equipment's designed to do that, and it can get people in even faster into the building without slowing them down, with people wanding you and going through the traditional metal detectors that we have. So all of that equipment's on the way. That was through some grants. The state also came through with a grant for us this year from the legislative session. We're going to have to replace some chillers that operate our plant. And when you've got equipment that's 35, 40 years old, you got to replace it.
Well, listen, I know well. We had chillers at the Sun Herald when I was the president and publisher there, and it's a full-time job keeping that stuff going, isn't it?
It really is, and I'm really proud of the fact that a facility this size, we operate it with 29 full-time people, and that's very, very small compared to other facilities. But once again, most of those facilities have some type of funding mechanism that we don't, so we have to run it like an entrepreneurial business. There's no question.
So how's your team doing?
I think my team's going to be pretty good. I've been studying all the recruiting databases, and I like to coach speak, and college football can't get here soon enough.
Yeah, he's a big Roll Tide guy. So,
I am a graduate, so I get the right to be able to do that.
It's hard to follow, to be honest with you, and that we don't have time to get into it. But with the transfer portal and all that, it just makes it a little frustrating.
It's gotten very crazy, and I hope that it's not the demise of the sport, because to me, it's the greatest sport ever invented.
Isn't it? College football. There's nothing like college football.
Nah.
Hopefully, it won't get ruined by all these changes. It's certainly different. There's no doubt about that. Listen, Matt, keep up the good work. Keep doing
Thank you, Ricky. And you know what? I'd like to thank all your listeners for the continued support that we get. We got more stuff coming. Trust me.
Yeah, I know you do. Listen, it's been Matt McDonald. He's the executive director for the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum and Convention Center. We're live from the convention center as we speak with the Mississippi Municipal League, this great organization where it brings people from all over the state of Mississippi together to learn and lobby and do all the things that they do. Hey, when we come back, we're going to be joined by the mayor of Ocean Springs, Kenny Holloway. We'll see you after this.